I want to share a short tip in regards to Chinuch Habanim v'Habanos, something that I heard from the house of one of the Gedolei Yisrael. A question that comes up, parents often ask, I myself get asked from different people, that they're concerned, they want to know how much they should go and tell their children what to do in regards to their avodas Hashem. How much should a parent go and scream at a kid and say, hey, why aren't you waking up on time? Why aren't you going to the Beis Medrash? Why aren't you doing this and why aren't you doing that? Obviously the negativity is never a positive result. But one thing we could take out from a story that I heard from a close friend about one of the Gedolei Yisrael is like this. One of my friends in Yerushalayim, his name is Rav Binyamin Kirshner, a well-known author and a ben biased by the house of many Gedolei Yisrael. He said one time when he was going to Rav Chaim Kanievsky's house to meet him, he was waiting for him to come home, and while he was waiting, he spoke to one of his children, and he asked him, tell me something, when you grew up in the house of the Gadol Ador, it was probably hard, no? He probably used to tell you how much you have to do, because that's what he was doing. He was finishing Kol HaTorah Kula every year, and he was with Chaim Kanievsky. And the child, who was not a child, who was a Adam Gadol himself, the son of Chaim Kanievsky, looked at Rav Binyamin Kirsch and he told him, he says, no way. He said, our father never said a word about what we should do. His way of chinuch wasn't about what you're supposed to be doing, how much you should go do this, and push him to do that, and push a child to go there. He said, chinuch with the best results came from chinuch by example. He said, we saw our father, we saw how great he was, we saw how close he was to the Torah. That's what gave us the best impression of how we should go and live our lives. And he said, this is what you should tell over to people in Klal Yisrael, to remember this, that the way to go and deal with our children, of course there's always exceptions to the rule, but one thing is for sure, by example, that's the best bet. Chinuch by example, parents that go day in and day out and do things that are important to them and the children see it, that's a wonderful example. If Chas v'Shalom, a parent would do something or request something from a child and say, hey, why aren't you doing this? And the child says, what do you mean? You don't do this. No, it doesn't matter. I want you to do this. Then of course it's going to be much harder for parents to see Hatzlacha in the children. The best thing we can try to do from the many, many, many things that are required from us parents to go and make a shtadlus for is of course the daven for bracha and siyata d'shmaya, that all of our children should be successful. And besides for that, is working on our character, working on how much we can go and live our lives properly, that we should be the best example for our children. And b'siyata d'shmaya, with that, we'll all have tremendous amount of nachas from each and every one of our children for all the doiros until Mashiach will come. B'siyata d'shmaya.